Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. Right. And up to there. Right, yeah, it's tiny little bit over there, but I'm not going to worry about that. What I am going to do is I'm going to pop straight across the road over here, and we can put a little bit of fertilizer on this field. So I want to do this end of the field like this. And up to there. And then back into here like this. Apparently that is too much for you to cope with. And you've got to make sure you fertilize the ditches properly. Oh, it paused. Did you see that? There was ever such a slight pause. I think it was because of the tree. It may have been the pole right there. It could have been either, to be honest. You never can tell with the AI. The AI works in mysterious ways. Right, let's bring you down that way. And make sure that I'm basically spreading the fertilizer out to the edge of the field, just here. There. Right, hopefully that's just going to carry on now and it's going to be absolutely fine and we're not going to need to worry about it. So I've got everything else going on where I want it to. This is the one right here that I would like to sort of finish. Oh, and then I've also got some harvesting to go and do, which I haven't done yet. That's still on my to-do list. So let's just stop you there. We're in October and it's already... Are you really going to go all... What is with this AI and reversing all the way across... You didn't even get across the field in the first place. It's because of that tree there. It's because of that tree right there. Decided that that was the end of the field and it was just going to give up there. And if I press H now, what's it going to do? It's probably going to get hung up on this bit. Yeah. I should probably stop here. Right. Well, I know the AI is really stupid. Like, this shouldn't come as a surprise to me. I shouldn't be shocked every time the AI does something moronic. But, well, I just have high hopes for it every time. Every time. It's my own fault. I set myself up for disappointment every single time. Because I have faith in humanity, and I wrongly attribute humanity to the AI, which is also probably a mistake. How have you... Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. And clearly, I have got to go all the way around. I've got to hold their hand all the way through the entire process, because... I don't know. I've just got to. For reasons that are unexplained and unexplainable. So I will just drive up here, and I suppose we could do the little short bit up by the other pylon, and then once we've done that, the rest of it I'm hoping will be alright. Okay, I've done that bit there. So now I'm going to go over this way here, and now this is where it gets difficult, because I don't know where I've previously done any fertilizing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of come up like that right there, and then I'm going to turn around here and just go as tight to that one as I can, like that. Drive up this end, and then I'm sort of assuming that that is roughly about where I want to be. So now if I go here, so that I'm pretty close to that side, I should be far enough over that it's gonna keep going. There we go. And I'm hoping also it'll turn around and go all the way up to the other end of the field once it does its return journey. It might not. I have absolutely no idea. So I'll leave that one to do stuff for a minute. And you. I need this one now because we got to go and harvest a couple of beans. So I've got a bean field over there that we need to go and do something with. So we're going to go and grab that one, and then was I going to actually plant anything in that field this autumn? I think I was considering sugar beet in that one, I think. Just got to decide what to do with that sunflower field. I'm aware that every single time I do some recording, I make big plans as to what I'm going to do with all the fields, and then I probably forget all about it until... so then I make new plans with what else I'm going to do. So I am fully aware that this goes on. It is not something that's unheard of. It is not something that I'm unaware of. I'm fully aware that this happens. I constantly forget what I said that I was going to do, and... well, then it just kind of happens. Now, we also need to be able to get into our field over here, so we're just going to ignore the fact that there's a car underneath us and just gloss over that part. So I'm going to start you up right here. I think that this will work the same as the canola did. Yes, so we've got some bean straw being left behind. And I can tell you, for those of you who are wondering... yes, occasionally you will find people who will do bean straw. I've not seen bean straw done very much. Have done a little bit. Pea straw is more common. You're much more likely to get straw from peas than from dried peas than you are from this, from beans. But it does still happen, and I have actually baled bean straw myself. And I can tell you for a fact that bean straw may not have... well, it does have some nutritional value. I know this because donkeys and goats will get very, very fat on the stuff. You cannot let them have too much, or they will just get fat. And donkeys especially. I mean, donkeys are pretty good at converting just about any scrub and rubbish that you throw at them into layer upon layer of lard all around their middle. And a donkey, if given the chance, a donkey will turn into a very, very round creature. It seems to relish the idea of being a dumpling rather than a donkey. And so you do, if you own a donkey, you do spend a considerable amount of your time trying to persuade it that perhaps life as a dumpling is not necessarily in its best interests. So you have to try and stop it from eating very much. But the problem is, it eats everything. Like, a donkey can eat just about anything, and it will just get fat. So you do have to limit its intake of feed. And that also means that you've got to be a bit careful about what you put down. If you put wheat straw down as its bedding, it's going to eat a bit less of that. And, you know, it might struggle to get fat on wheat straw, but other than that, it'll pretty much chow down on anything and proceed to just laugh at you when you say it's getting a little bit tubby, and keep eating and just get rounder and rounder and rounder, which you don't really want your animals to do. Like, you don't really want your animals to be getting increasingly huge like that, because, quite frankly, it's not good for them. Now, I mean, yes, the whole concept of a donkey dumpling is amusing. I'm not going to pretend that it's not. Well, it's amusing to me, anyway. But, yeah, you still kind of want to stop the animal from turning into a dumpling, because it's really not very good for it. Now, I'm just going to let that one carry on now with the hired help. So we've got beans here. I'm wondering what to do with the beans, actually. Whether or not I should... I don't think I'm going to put these into the potato processing, because there's the different types of fat that you've got in the potato processing, but we don't have to have all of them being made. As long as we got the fat being made, that's fine, because there's 3 different recipes for the same product. So it doesn't matter how that's coming in. But what we do have is... right in here, I've got a production, we've got factories. It's up here. It's got a handy little symbol on the side of it. It's the dairy sheep. That's I think we've already got the donuts down. It's this one, right? So you got the factory bottle milk, which just bottles up milk. I think that's where it ends. But we've got this one here, the factory soy drink. So you get water, you get soybeans, and it makes a soy drink. Now I don't know. I thought there was another soybean thing that we could have as well, but I may have gotten rid of that mod because there was one or two of them that were causing me a few issues. Here we go. It's under the plantly production. Interestingly, on this map, I got potato production here. So I got the potato processing, which has got in and out. On other maps, this potato production thing has output modes on there as well. It actually shows what you're getting out, but it's not on this one. So I think the fact that this map has got a few crops removed from it has also impacted several of the mods by the look of it. Like, there does actually seem to be a few mods that have got bits missing. So this one is the straw products one that had stuff missing on it. Quite frankly, it's irritating. It is. I'm not going to lie. I'm finding this quite irritating. But these here, these two, the plantly production mods, we can make tofu here, various kinds. Quite why we're putting wood chips into tofu, I'm not really sure. And we've also got oats, sugar, so on and stuff that's going into here. We've got some more. We've got vegan milk and we've got tofu. So there's a couple of different options that we can go and make. I don't have the money for that, but that's the other things that we can do with soybeans. So that's all soybean based. This potato production, yeah, this one seems to be also broken. I suspect that this is the map. Because this map has got, like I said, with the crops being removed from it, I reckon that is why we can't do all of the things that we would otherwise be able to do on here. So it's not anything to do with the map itself. It is pure... Okay, yeah, he didn't go up past there. We've got to just run back and do that in a sec. Yeah, so it's not the map itself. It's purely the... Well, it's not the mods. It's the map. And I don't think that it's a fault of the map or the map maker. I mean, yes, it does irritate me when map makers do this, because they remove certain crops from their map because, oh, you shouldn't be able to grow that in this region, when actually 9 times out of 10 it still is grown in that region. I mean, yeah, sugarcane probably isn't, but there are sunflowers grown in places where you wouldn't expect to find sunflowers. Right? So there are sunflowers grown in some places. Maybe you don't get a lot of fields of sunflowers in this particular area in the Netherlands, in Gelderland. But yeah, well, I just don't like the railroading that is sometimes done by a map creator. There's another map that I really, really like the look of. It's based in Norway. It's like a 4 times map or something. It's a really big map anyway. And it does, it's Rennebow or something like that. The map looks really good, right? It really does look like an amazing map. However, because maize is not widely grown in that region, the map creator has removed maize from the map, which is the principal thing for the game for feeding pigs. I really that's the reason I'm not playing that map, is because maize is not on the map. Right? If I want to grow pigs, I want maize on the map. Now, I probably wouldn't want to do pigs, but that's one of the reasons I'm staying away from it. And I think the map itself is amazing. It really is. It's an awesome map. It's really well built. And it's big. It's got a lot of details all over it. It's absolutely fantastic. And I really do recommend you give it a go. But my reason for not playing it is he's removed some of the crops, and removing corn from it, because corn is not grown widely in that country, in Norway. It is still grown there, though. I've gone and looked it up. You do actually get corn being grown there. It's not a lot grown, admittedly. Like, well, we know that it's not going to be a lot grown there, but still, I don't like this whole habit that some map makers have got of this kind of railroad thinking. You will play this map the way I say you must play it, because this is how I want to play it. No, If I want to go to a map that is based in the most northerly part of the world, and I want to spend my time growing sugarcane on that map, then I should be able to do that. Right? Doesn't matter if it's not realistic. And this is the whole thing. Map makers and mod creators and so on can get very, very hung up on the whole it's got to be realistic thing. Right, that's fine. Create it so that it's got realism to it, but don't railroad your users into playing in a certain style because you personally want to play in that particular style. Right? Give us the options. I will mark a mod down if I'm being forced to play in any particular style. Doesn't matter if I want to play that style or not. Usually I do. And I'm quite happy with certain mods. And I don't have a complaint with the mod itself, but if it's telling me that I can only use it in one set way, then it annoys me. It really does. I get really irritated by that because there's no need for it at all. You do not need to force a player to play in a set way. There is no logical reason whatsoever for removing sunflowers from this map other than just trying to force someone to do something that they may not necessarily want to do. Okay, right, I've had my rant. I've got that out of my system now. Let's move on. So, we have got 26,690 litres of beans. So, I'm going to take these beans and I am going to drive them back over here. Now, I'm not going to do them as oil at the moment. And I'm also not going to put them into our potato processing factory over there, which I really, really like at the moment, by the way. I'm loving this potato processing factory. I think it's amazing. No, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the beans this way. I'm going to drop them into the storage, and I'm going to leave them there for a minute until I decide what I want to do with them. So we're just going to park that one there. I'm going to have to leave it running. Actually, it's unloading so fast that I don't even need to worry about that. So we'll do this. Put you back. Let's get the pressure washer out and spend a few hours washing that one off. I love that. I really do. And we will drop that one off right here somewhere. And lower you down there. Right, let's fold up the combine. And then hitch this one back on the back so that we've got our combine ready to go. Yes, I do still need to build a shed, but I've only got 100,000 euros at the moment. That's not enough to build what I want to build, so we're just going to wait on that one. That you can park up there, you're fine. Right, what's next? Let's jump over here. How's the bread doing? Fertilizer is going on there. I've now harvested everything. I've got straw. We need to deal with straw. That's next on my list. Just want to have a look in here at the bread. I'm on 3,600. I need 5,000 litres of bread to be moved over to the potato factory. That's what we want. How are we doing down here? I got 65 of each of these. Mashed potatoes. We've got potato pancakes. We've got all sorts of stuff coming in. There's vegetable fat right there. That's coming in. I'm loving this. Absolutely loving it. Right. Straw. We have a little bit of straw. I have a couple of options that I want to go and use. Totally not taking a shortcut right across the fields. It would appear that our fertilizer spreader is finished. Sort of. I'm hoping he has. I'm just dashing over this way to go and get something. I've got some straw on the ground, and I figured that it would probably be a good idea if we were to bale up a little bit of straw so that we don't just have to have it hanging around loose. So I got a baler. Actually got two balers. I don't know which way. I suspect that it's going to be... Let's have a look. Right, that one right there is the Paxton Hammer Rabbit. That one right there is the Paxton Hammer Cat. We're going to use the rabbit first, and then we shall use the cat. So I'm going to grab this one right here, and I'm going to get over to the field. I was trying to be a little bit mysterious with my choice, but you can see on the thing, because I wanted to give you a surprise with what this one's going to do. But it already tells you the capacity on the bottom, which is a little bit unfortunate. So we're just going to start this one up here, and we're going to do a wee spot of baling. Yeah, I guess the other reason, because I was having my little bit of a rant. I think the other reason that I was a bit annoyed with this particular map is the straw thing. Like, I've got all this straw, and I wanted to be able to use it, turn it into straw products. But I'm 90% certain that the removal of the crops on this map has also caused some of those mods to glitch, which is why they have those missing products. It's why we can't do the whole straw thing. But anyway, what we've got right here is a little bit of width on this thing. I mean, it's maybe not brilliant. Okay, this is a little bit wider than I anticipated. I reckon if we were to do these at one Bailey, why has it gone up to 700 litres? I set these at 10. I told it to do 10. What? This isn't right. I feel like I've been cheated here. Unload baler. Current bale 107. I set this to do 10 litres of bale. Why has it changed? I don't like this. I wonder if I start this up, can I do this so that it goes to a bale? Maybe I've got a variable bale capacity thing going on. But if I've set this one to 10, then the other one is going to be a waste of time as well. Which is a bit unfortunate. Let's inch forward. There, right. Stop now. Reset bale counter. Turn on baler, unload baler. No. So why has that gone to 700? I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks comical to see it doing it like that. But it shouldn't be on 700. That is not how it should be. Unload baler. We can do that. Reset bale counter. Fold baler. It would appear that there isn't a variable bale capacity, which is what I was hoping. And also, these bales are supposed to be 10 litres each, not 700. This is why I'm slightly annoyed. 700. Well, this isn't right. Maybe the game is just not allowing me to have my 10-litre bales. I did test it, although I did forget to look at the bale itself. I drove along on a big clump of straw, and there were lots of bales, and I just, wrongly it seems, assumed that the bale was what I wanted, but apparently it's not. Well, it appears that Frithgar has made a grievous error in judgment. You right, that's a 700. It went straight to 700, didn't it? It went straight to that, and it didn't change. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. So somewhere in the files is a file. There's a number in there somewhere that has not changed to the way that I wanted. Right. I'll be right back. Version 2 is the Paxton Hammer Cat, not the Paxton Hammer Rabbit. The rabbit is supposed to be because, like, you know, rabbits are really quick and fast and everything. So this one is 100,000 litres that I think I set the file to, but whether or not it's actually going to let me... Nope. Well, that's interesting. For whatever reason... I've got fast balers. Like, I'm quite happy with my super fast baler, but one of these was supposed to do 10-litre bales, and one of them was supposed to do 100,000 litre bales, and apparently neither one of them is working. Why this should be, I don't actually know. I would like to get to the bottom of this little mystery, but I think it's going to take a bit of time. It might be... I had a lot of problems with this mod anyway. It took me a lot of messing around just to be able to get it to the state that it's in. And I do appreciate the fact that we can go super fast with it, which is great. I do like this, but this is just not what I was after. I wanted a baler that would give me 100,000 litre bales so that I could, you know, clear several fields with only like 2 or 3 bales, which would be easy. And then I wanted the comical effect of lots and lots of bales at 10 litres apiece. Because quite frankly, it would be funny. This... it's not really that funny, is it? Like, let's be honest. It is mildly amusing at best. I think that is the most that we can attribute to this one is mildly amusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park that one right there. I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to ditch these 2 balers for now, because we may not actually be able to do anything with them. Right, sell you. Yes, okay, and sell you as well. So that gets rid of the cat and the rabbit. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the tractor back over to home, and we're going to get a trailer, the auto-load trailer. I'm hoping that one will have everything that we need. That weight is very heavy on the front of that tractor, isn't it? And maybe it's a little bit overdone with the weight. I don't really know. I need to get back over into the field over here, so we're going to go this way, because it's... the best way to make an entrance into a field. I love it. I'm going to do that again. I haven't done this with the tractor very much, and I feel that I've let the team down here a little bit. Totally didn't run over any chickens. Anyone that thinks I did clearly isn't watching carefully. I steered around all of the chickens. Let's do this again. Oh, I love it. He's not jumping very far, admittedly. We need a faster tractor for that, but I'm happy with the results there. I am happy with the results. Right, let's bring you up over here. I've got ploughing that I need to do. That I need to join these 2 fields together. So we've got an extra bit of ploughing, so we're not going to worry about that just for a minute. Let's go over this side. We'll take a quick look at the fertilizer situation. So those 3 are done. I wasn't actually going to do anything else for this autumn, because right now we've got 2 fields of... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.